screen okay? This session is now being recorded, so let's get started.
If I could just interrupt for a second and say something real quick.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I wanted to say thank you to everybody that sent me their prayers and their kind words. And my father's doing much better now. He has got some of his sight back in one eye, and his other eye is almost fully returned to normal. So I really appreciate everybody's prayers and good thoughts. They really helped. Thank you again.
All right, thank you, buddy, and you're always in our prayers. Bob, man, there I go again. I want to shoot myself in the head. Robert does such great work for the company. What a great addition he's been. He talks to probably just about every one of you at least once or twice, maybe 10 times a week. And Robert's a blessing to us, and I'm so glad and thankful that your dad's doing good. And anything we can do, you let us know, Robert.
Thank you very much, sir. I greatly appreciate everybody.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get rolling here. My name is Kerry Miller for all the new people that are in tonight, and we have a ton of new people in tonight, and I knew we was going to have a big crowd because it started off big very early. And I want to welcome you to our Wednesday night's training. We have a great time in here together. It's very active. Robert is here so that he can help answer questions. Try to hold your questions to the end. We usually get to them. We're going to cover several things tonight. One of the things I want to recover at the end of the program is push notifications. I think everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people were confused because as soon as the training was over last week, I got emails that said, hey, Kerry, well, when are we going to integrate push notifications? And the whole training was about how we've had push notifications since the very beginning of Instant App Wizard. People just didn't realize what we had. So, but I'm going to go over that just a little bit again. We're going to talk tonight about one of my favorite things is the mobile coupon directory. I know Rex is on tonight. Rex kind of integrated this into his directory program up in Nebraska, and it's something that I launched quite a while back, and then we got really busy programming on the App Wizard and started integrating a lot of things. So I never really got the launch out on it, but I am working to get it launched this fall. And so we're going to talk about the mobile coupon directory and how that can make you money. I've got a good friend up in Canada who's doing about 30,000 plus a month just in the mobile coupon directory by itself. And really that's who I got the idea from. And he's not a part of Instant App Wizard, but we talk and we share. And his program that he uses, he kind of built it himself specifically to do nothing but coupons. And so, but I integrated that into ours, and actually Rex and I kind of went back and forth on it, and Rex kind of helped me tweak it a little bit. And so we're going to talk about the mobile couponing tonight, and I'm going to share some stats with you to kind of back up that I kind of know what I'm talking about on it, and I think it's a way that many of you could take this program and really do something well with it. So let me fix this where my slides will work. If you haven't yet, join our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Instant App Wizard. It's a great way to keep up with what we do, when we do it, and how we do it when it comes to video. I upload a lot of videos there that really don't get released to the public. That's when I'm testing stuff, and I'll videotape it and look it back, and I don't delete those. I leave them up there, and that way you guys can kind of see what's going on and see some testing going on and different things. But like our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Instant App Wizard, and also our Facebook page at facebook.com/Instant App Wizard. If you haven't done so, text app call to 904-548-3411. That's app call, APPCALL, to instantAppWizard.com. To 904-548-3411. If you ever forget your login for training, you can always go to instantAppWizard.com/training and just re-register and you'll get your links. Also our Facebook group, man, what a great popular place that is. I love the Facebook group. I can sit in and watch television and I can answer questions. Usually when I go somewhere, I let my wife drive and sit over and talk on Facebook. And the Facebook group is absolutely awesome. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, go to facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard, and I will bring you into the group, or one of the other admins will bring you into the group, unless you're Shauna. And I made Shauna do something special and email me 57 times and say, Carrie, I'd really like to be a part of the group because I'm really a part of Instant App Wizard. So she's a part of the group now, but it's a great place to be. A lot of great information shared there. Matter of fact, most of the training that I'm doing now comes from the Instant App Wizard group because the questions are so great. And I want to make sure that everybody gets the information, and I do some research and I put everything together, and it's usually the stuff that comes from the group. So I really appreciate everybody. And believe it or not, I got a phone call the other day, and they said, you know what, Carrie said, I just want to thank you for the group. I said, well, it was really an overall effort. And they said, I'm telling you, what's amazing about that group is how everybody pitches in to help everybody. And so I want to thank you for that, and we get a lot of suggestions and ideas in the group. So join the group at facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard. I had 2 phone calls this week, and I mentioned this in the group that I want to just talk about it. I just want to talk to you from my heart a little bit. I just want to share something with you that was kind of mind-boggling to me. Success versus failure. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I have failed a million times. But I always get back up and start over. I don't allow things to be a burden to me. I don't allow them to stop me. I just step back and I look at things and I reevaluate. And I say, you know what, Carrie, that was a stupid idea to begin with. You really shouldn't have done that to begin with because you probably didn't properly plan it out, map it out, and put it together correctly. That's why you failed. It wasn't really the surroundings that you had. It was the fact that you weren't prepared. And so I don't believe in failure. I don't believe that people do fail. I believe that every single person can be successful. I've told this story many times, and I started in actually network marketing when I was about 15 years old. My mom actually had to sign a little form for me. And so I was at this little meeting, and this guy was doing the meeting, and he was dressed really well, and he was driving a really nice car, and it was a network marketing meeting. I think they used to call it multi-level marketing. And so I thought, you know what, I can do that. I can do exactly what he does because I want to be successful like him. And during the meeting, he gave everybody a pen. And he said, okay, he said, I want everybody to go out and sell this pen at lunchtime. He said, I don't care what you sell it for. I want you to sell the pen. Well, of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, you know what, I'm this little kid in here, and everybody's going to go sell their pen but me. So I went out, instead of going to lunch, I went out, and everybody I came to, I said, I'd like to sell you this pen. And I finally, after probably about the 50th person, the guy gave me $1 or whatever it was for it, whatever I was asking for it. And I sold him the pen. And so when I got back to the little meeting thing after lunch, I was nervous as a cat. And I thought, you know what, man, everybody's going to think I didn't really sell the pen and blah, 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 blah. So the presenter said, everybody that sold the pen, stand up. And I just knew the whole room was going to stand up. And it was me and just a few other people that stood up that actually sold our pen. And I asked myself, I said, well, why in the heck didn't everybody go sell the pen? We had the same pen. We had the same opportunity. We had the same time frame. Why didn't everybody sell their pen? And I never could really figure that out, what happened. So let me just go over 2 slides, and I'm going to start with the failure slide first, which is oh, reseller B. It's oh, woe is me. I got a phone call this week. I got actually 2 phone calls, and that's why I'm talking about this. I got one from somebody that has become very successful in the app business, and I got a phone call from someone who just said, I just can't do it. I don't know what my problem is. I just can't do it. And many of you know that call me when you're having problems. The first thing I ask you is, well, tell me what you're doing. And I go through the entire scenario. Well, this person started off the conversation immediately, oh, woe is me. I can't do it. Nobody wants an app. Nobody wants this. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, you've got the hottest product in the hottest market in not just the United States, but the entire world today. And you're telling me that nobody you speak to wants this product. It was kind of hard for me to believe. And so I started asking questions. I said, okay, Mr. Reseller B, tell me the first thing you do in the morning. Well, I get up and the first thing I do is I try to figure out what I'm doing. I said, that's your first mistake. You're trying to figure out what you're going to do. You've been in this program for a long time. You should already know exactly what you're going to do. Well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to sell. If you don't know what you're going to sell before you get up that day, you're not going to sell anything because it's going to take you all day to figure out what you're going to sell. And then it was, well, I don't really understand the platform. So while I was on the phone, I went in and looked. They built their first app. They didn't build an app. They created an app. Okay? Now, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but one of the very first videos in the training section is a 10-year-old that actually builds a complete app in about 10 minutes. So I know it's not knowledge. I know it's not ability. I know it's not sitting down and doing it. It's just a brick wall that's up that says, I can't, I won't, I'm not. You see, we have folks that's in this organization. We have many on this line tonight that's in this training tonight who are very, very, very successful. And they're not successful because of me. They're not successful because of the trainings. They're not successful for any other reason than the fact that they get out and make it happen. So after I talked to this person for a long time, I said, I want you to do one thing for me. I said, I want you to put together a plan of action, and I want you to call me, and I want you to tell me what you're going to do. Well, what should I start with first? I said, I don't know. That's for you to figure out. I'm just telling you to write down a plan of action and call me and tell me what you're going to do. And then I started thinking about a salesman that I had for my roofing company who was the exact same way. He couldn't sell a roof to save his life. And I set him down in my office and I said, okay, we're going to do this every single morning, and we're going to plan out your day, and we're going to make sure that you do these things. And we're going to figure out exactly what you got to do. And when we did that, he became very, very successful. And it's my hope and prayer that this reseller B becomes very, very successful, because the first thing they do is they throw up their hands. And the first thing that happens when people feel like they're failing is they look in the mirror and say, I can't do it. 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 I coached basketball for a long, long time. I loved coaching basketball. I coached both of my boys all the way up from kindergarten all the way up through the 7th grade. The happiest day of my life was a team that I had coached from kindergarten to the 7th grade, and their 7th grade year they went into the junior high school. The entire team that I coached made the junior high school basketball team. Every single boy. One boy that was he wasn't one of the best athletes on the team. He became the captain, or whatever you call it. He took care of the rest of the team. But that's what he wanted to do. So the entire team made the basketball squad. We pushed, we drove, we did all the things that we had to do to build that team. I never allowed one of those boys to say, I can't shoot, I can't dribble, I can't run, I can't win. I was one of those coaches that, the parents always say, oh, we're just here to have a good time. Well, if you was just here to have a good time, you wasn't on my team. Because I wasn't teaching people how to have a good time. Even though we had a great time, I wanted to teach them how to win. I wanted to teach them how to become winners. Because if you teach somebody to lose, and that's all they know how to do, well, then when they get up to their 18, 19, 20-year-old period, then they don't know how to win. So I wanted to teach people how to win. And the way I taught them to do that was to never say they could not do something. So if you wake up in the mornings and you say, I can't, I won't, I don't know what I'm doing, start with the basics. Pick up the ball and start to dribble. And take a look and go in and build an app. I've had resellers call me that's been in this a long time and said, Kerry, how do I do this? And that boggles my mind that I'm asked that question. Because every single button is point and click and fill in a blank. But what they're really saying is, I've not been in the system long enough to know where something is. So you've got to get in, you've got to start digging. Then after you dribble the ball, you start learning how to shoot. And then when you learn how to shoot, then you learn how to win. So reseller B, the oh, woe is me, don't let that be you. Stop it before it starts. Wake up in the mornings and say, I am going to be the absolute best I can be. I'm going to go out and sell an app today, and I'm not going to stop until I do. I was looking through somebody's Facebook pictures a while ago, and I don't know who it was. It popped up on their page, and I saw this. And this is what it said. The bigger the dream, the harder the grind. I'm going to tell you something. There's not a better saying out there that I've read in my 53 years of life that is any more truer. I don't know how big your dreams are, but you're part of a multi-billion-dollar industry. And this industry isn't going to go away. It's only going to get bigger as technology grows. And the bigger technology grows, the bigger this is going to get. So you are a part of something that is absolutely phenomenal. And it's that way because nobody said any time when this thing started that they can't. Now let's look at reseller A. And reseller A, and I love talking to him on the phone. He pumps me up. He gets me going. And this is what he does. He gets up, he works his plan, and he sells his products. And let me tell you, reseller A is very, very, very successful. And I remember when reseller A first started, he'd call and we'd talk about pricing, and we'd talk about stuff, and he would do some experimenting, and he would take a look at everything he was doing, and he would sit down and he would fine tune it here and he would fine tune it there, and he lived this statement that I just said. The bigger the dream, the harder the grind. And he took his little app company and he's grown it into something huge that has completely changed his life. Now here's the point of what I'm saying. Reseller A and reseller B has the exact same product. Nothing any different. They're going after the exact same market. They're selling the exact same things. What is the difference? The difference is that little phrase, I can't. So to start off tonight, I want everybody to do this. And then we're going to get rolling because I think this is very important. Some of you may be saying, Kerry, you've lost your mind tonight, man. What the heck are you talking about? I want everybody to type in the question box right now, and I want you to write it down every day for the next 20 days that I can. So, and we've got a ton of people in here, so let me start seeing it roll. I can, I can, I can. If you're not typing, you got to get busy. There we go, see? Everybody is saying they can. So nobody, there you go, buddy. You typed it in big capital letters. You know, that's exactly right. You can, you can, you can. Don't allow nothing to stop you. Don't allow something to kill your dreams. Just grind a little harder. And with that said, we are going to roll right along because I'm not going to ask if there's any questions. Let's talk about coupon directories. Very powerful tool, okay? And this is the reason this even came back to me, all right? David Olson set up at a fair, and he asked a question when he first went to the little fair there, and he said, hey, what should I do? And I posted a little comment, said, talk to everybody you see. And then a lot of other people started chiming in. But this is what I want you to see from this picture. This wasn't a cheap presentation, okay? What he put together there with his banners, with his logo, with everything he did, I want you to look how professional that looks. So I'm going to tell you right now, when David went to this jobs fair or county fair or street fair that was put on by the Chamber of Commerce, he went there with a purpose. And his purpose was to let everybody know that he was in town. And then someone had asked David in the group, they said, hey, how did everything go? He said, well, I actually had just a lot of people stop by to see what it was. They weren't really business owners. But then what he did was when it kind of got slow, he went to the other booths and started talking to the other business owners, and he started getting appointments, okay? It reminded me of when Roger Pineda went to Las Vegas to some kind of show at one of the casinos or wherever it was at, and he went around and he passed out QR codes, and his wife was upstairs in the room, and they were building apps as fast as they were passing out QR codes. The same thing, the same concept, okay? Beautiful presentation. The flyer is amazing. David, I don't know if you're on here tonight, but that flyer is absolutely amazing. What a great job you did on that, or whoever you had do that. That looks great. You can pass that flyer out to anybody. And your presentation with your tent is amazing, okay? Hey, David said it cost him $5 for that flyer. Somebody from Fiverr.com did it, okay? And look here, he's got his logo here on this big thing in the back here, and he's got his Facebook QR code, and he's got some other stuff here. He's got his App Wizard flyers made, and he's got a table tent right here. I mean, he's got it all going on, okay? The point I'm trying to make is this. David put together a phenomenal presentation for one reason, because he's in business to do that. These fairs and this stuff is a great way to, number one, get your name out. But I'm fixing to show you how you can take those people that walk up to your table and turn them into a giant customer base for yourself and go out and sell coupons and loyalty rewards to businesses that are inside your own directory and make a fortune. Okay? So let's get started. First off, I want you to know that the information that I'm going to share with you came from Business Insider at businessinsider.com. It's a site that I'm always in and always looking at, and PRN Newswire, PR Newswire at prnewswire.com. Okay? When I do research, I Google and I pull up a bunch of sites, and I read and I read and I study and I study and I study, and so I learn what the industry is doing. The most important thing you can do as a business owner is stay on top of the industry. Now, I try to do that for us, but you need to be doing it on your own too. Every day, at the end of the day, you need to sit down, Google mobile marketing, Google mobile couponing, Google mobile loyalty ads, everything you can get, and start filling your brain with knowledge, okay? First off, loyalty rewards. Support for loyalty rewards program is up 47%. Support for couponing, 47%. Ability to purchase directly from the app, 48%. Images and slideshows of products at different angles, 49%. 52% money-saving offers. Okay, so that tells us that loyalty programs, these are the percentage of shoppers on tablet apps who think following app characteristics is important. All right? We know that couponing and loyalty rewards are absolutely exploding. Everybody is looking for ways to save money. As recently as 2010, mobile commerce was only 3% of e-commerce. By the end of last year's holiday shopping season, that number had risen to 11% according to ComScore. Now, I want you to think about that for a moment. Now, we're talking about holiday shopping rising, what, 9%? That is absolutely huge. I mean, if nothing alone should get your clients excited, is the fact that in 2010 to last year, and that was 2012. Okay, this is 2013. I mean, in 2 years, it rose 9% because of the mobile app alone. That's approximately $18.6 billion in consumer spending, and that doesn't include travel-related purchases because ComScore counts that separately. You should be able to take that data right there and walk in and share it with your clients. Now, I get this question all the time. Kerry, how do I sell this product to my clients? You have got to share with them this kind of data. You have got to go online and you've got to put your sheets together. You've got to put your sales book together. And I know a lot of people say, well, Kerry, could you put that together for me? No, I can't. And secondly, I'm not, because it's your business. Now, I can teach you and show you all day long. I can show you where to get it. But if I take all my time to do all your work for you, you know what's going to happen to it? It's going to sit on your table, and you're going to look in the mirror, and you're going to say, well, you know what, Gary, I got all that data, but nobody's reading it. That's because you're not passed it out to nobody. If you do it yourself, you're more apt to get off your tail and go out and make the sales and share this data. And the more data that you have in your mind, the more that you know, the more excited you are to talk to people about that. If I was selling a weight loss product, and every day when I get up, I look good in the mirror, and I don't need to sell a weight loss product. I need to take a weight loss product. But if I was looking good in the mirror, what would I want to do? I would want to go to everybody that knew I was heavy and show them that I was losing weight. So why? They would ask me what's going on in my life. And now, because they're heavy too, I can say, man, you've got to try this product. It's no different than this app. Why are other businesses growing and this business not? Because they're not mobile ready. They don't have couponing. They don't have loyalty rewards. They don't have our instantaneous push notification system that gets the information out there at the click button that can actually be done automatically now. And you've got to be able to share that data. You need to let people know that spending is up 9% because of mobile apps alone, just in one holiday season. Driving digital revenue. Successful coupon campaigns can help e-retailers acquire customers and drive online sales. By 2014, listen to what I'm fixing to say. By 2014, the number of mobile coupon users expected to increase to 53.2 million users a year. You not think that would get your customers excited? Is there anybody here online right now that doesn't feel like if they walked in and said, listen, by 2014, the number of mobile coupon users is expected to increase to 53.2 million users a year. If you can't take that information and go and excite the customer and show them how to build that and to use that and to build their business with that, then I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's absolutely, exactly, Spence. That's a beautiful stat. Because what you're telling people is listen, couponing is not going away. It may be going away in the paper sense, but it's not going away in the mobile sense. Mobile couponing is taking over the old paper couponing. You walk into a store, you get your coupon right on your phone, it's got a QR code on it, and they scan it right into the system. You say, well, Kerry, we don't have a system like that. Yeah, we do. It's called custom contents. You can put anything in there you want. If they want to generate a coupon on a QR code, all you got to do is go build that QR code, put it in custom content, put a button on the front of that app. They click that button, they can scan it right there at the store. That's simple. Go to QRcodestuff.com or QRstuff.com, whatever it is. It's in the system. But you can do anything you want to with a QR code. You have to think. Remember a couple of weeks ago we had a complete training, thinking out of the box. Hang on just one second. Turn on my fan behind me. We talked about thinking out of the box. You got to really get out of the box with this couponing thing. Okay? Very, 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 very important. At roughly 10%, the redemption rate of mobile coupon crushes that of print coupons, which hovers around 1%. 10% redemption rate of mobile coupons versus 1% of paper coupons. What is now driving traffic into the stores? It's not the old paper coupons. And trust me, my wife's got a billfold full of them. She's a coupon clipper or whatever you call it. Okay, and she's got, but the mobile coupons are taking over. She's one of the 1%ers. Everybody else has their smartphone out and they're using those mobile coupons. And there's many ways to do mobile coupons, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. You know, I know we get hooked up on the little coupon builder, you know, the little scratch-off coupons. You don't have to use the scratch-off coupon. I showed people way before we ever put the scratch-off coupon in there, how to put coupons in the custom section of the app to sell coupons. So there's many ways to do couponing. Gathering data. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the absolute most important thing you can teach your clients. You want me to tell you the biggest thing that breaks my heart? Does anybody want to hear what actually breaks my heart every single day? Nobody wants to know what breaks my heart? Let me tell you what breaks my heart is when I see someone cancel texting. You know why that breaks my heart? Does anybody know why, if I see somebody cancel texting, why that would break my heart? That's right. They're not using it. And if they're not using it, you did not teach them how to properly use texting to grow their business. Bruce says women break my heart. You know, they're not using it. I mean, here you've sold them a product and you're collecting a check, but here's what happened. In your excitement and exuberance, as you collected that check, you forgot to teach them how to use that. And you know what they do? They get pissed off because they're buying something, they're paying for something that's not generating them any income. And that's not generating them any income because you did not do your job. Because texting is for every single business out there. Just like Tom says. Tom says it is a great product. Absolutely. 90 seconds, somebody's going to be getting that. And what's more important about texting now with the couponing that I'm talking about? People get that coupon instantaneously. They're able to sit there at their desk while they're at work and they get a coupon for new shoes, or they get a coupon for a haircut, or they get a coupon for an oil change, or they get a coupon to go in and get their shoes shined, or they get a coupon at the Waffle House, or they get a coupon here, they get a coupon there. What are they going to do on the way home? They're going to go use that coupon so they don't lose it. Now, if they have to wait till they get to the mail at home and pull the paper coupons out of the value packs out of their mailbox and go in and sort through the coupons, and they didn't see the coupon for the oil change, and they didn't see the coupon for the haircut, or they didn't see the coupon at the Waffle House, they throw them in the trash, guess what they didn't do? They didn't go to that business. So if you take texting, if your client cancels texting, and this is for everybody, and sometimes it's because they cancel their app. And if they cancel their app, it's because they didn't understand how to use it either. And that's our fault as resellers. And I put myself in that category. I'm a reseller too, okay? I sell apps for a living. So if they don't if they're not using that system, that's my fault. If they don't want to pay for their texting anymore, that's my fault. Because they're not getting any type of ROI. Their return on investment on that texting is no good, okay? This is the other part that's important. Gathering data because they are received on phones but often redeemed offline. Coupons are a perfect medium for acquiring consumer data. I don't know if you guys have ever been in the consumer data consumption business, but I have for a long time. For many, many years, because I've always managed sales organizations, okay, whether my own or for someone else. You spend a lot of money for data, tons of money for data. When I was in the freight industry, the information we had to get on CEOs and CFOs and all the decision makers that we had to purchase because we wanted to go out and generate more business was absolutely phenomenal. Your clients don't realize what they have when it comes to gathering data on their customers to be able to go out and market back to them. Keywords alone, okay? If you have multiple keywords, and I noticed that most people don't use multiple keywords. Multiple keywords aren't there just to have multiple keywords. Multiple keywords are there so you can track and see what the trend is of your customers. If one of your keywords is pizza and one of your keywords is Sunday brunch and the Sunday brunch outweighs the pizza 10 to 1, you know that your customer base is looking for Sunday brunch. And you're probably not doing something right on the pizza. So you're able to go in and evaluate that and look at that and see how that works. It's a great way for them to collect data on offline purchases and close the mobile to offline purchase loop. In a world where the linking of offline and online consumer behavior is still a daunting challenge, that's a huge, valuable resource. Data is huge. Without it, our world doesn't rotate today. How many of you have a grocery store card that they scan and you get a few pennies off or something like that, or you get gas points? Does anybody have those? Every time you go to the grocery store, they scan it. Do you think they just do that to give you 10% off or pennies off on your gas? Does anybody know why they do that? Anybody at all? Tracking data, tracking data. You know why? Because they want to know, okay, they've got your address, okay? They've got your name. They have all that information because you filled all that out when you got that little card. You also put your email on there. So if you're buying baby diapers and you're buying baby formula and you buy all that stuff, you know what they do with that? They sell that to companies, and next thing you know, you're getting little value packs in the mailbox that go along exactly what you're purchasing at the store. If you're going in there, and let me tell you something, they know what type of toilet paper you buy, they know what type of steak you buy, they know all of that stuff. And you give them the right to that data when you scan that little card. It's very, very powerful. It's worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. You have the same opportunity to do that with your clients. And you need to, if you're not explaining the marketing system to them, if you're not explaining the power of the marketing system and what that data is worth, it's worth way more than $100 a month they're spending on their app, or $500 or $1,000, whatever you're charging for the app. The data alone is worth more than that because now they know exactly what their customers are doing, exactly what they're doing. Building relationships. Coupons are essentially just another channel through which to communicate with customers. Okay? It's useful to think of coupons less, and this is what most of your clients don't understand. If I've heard this once, I've heard it a million times. Well, what if they use the coupon twice? Who cares? We eat at a little, it's not a cafe, I don't even know what it is. It's a cafeteria. It's called Furr's Cafeteria. And we eat there quite a bit. I like it. They got great food. And you go through the line, you get all you want, and then they can bring you some more to the table if you want it. When you walk out of Furr's, the coupon that the person in front of you gave them, they give back to you. Why do they do that? Why would a restaurant who works off the smallest margins possible give you a coupon that someone just handed them, and they're going to take that same coupon and they're going to give it to the customer behind them? Why would they do that? So they bring, that's exactly right, Spence, so that you will use it again, so that you'll bring them back in. They're not giving away the entire store. They're giving away just enough to bring you back in. Trust me, if the big chains weren't making money, they wouldn't do it. Businesses today are so afraid they're going to lose a penny to make a dime. You've got to lose a penny to make a dime. It's just what business is all about. I'm going to tell you now, if your clients do not want to use any type of incentive to bring their customers back, don't sign them up. You say, well, Kerry, what are you talking about? Don't sign, because they're not going to be in business long enough to pay you. We are in a technological world that's moving at high-tech speed, and if businesses don't get on board with what's happening in the marketplace today, they're not going to be around very long. And the first thing they're going to quit paying is you for your mobile app. Work with businesses who you can get to understand that. You've got to educate them. You got to teach them. You got to train them how to use it. And if you will do that, if you'll work with that, you will build an unbelievable client base. You'll have happy customers, and they're happy because they're making money. If coupons are done right, they'll weave a customer and a retailer or brand more tightly together. When you start getting your business to send out those coupons, okay, and their customers start getting those on a regular basis, you know what starts happening? They start looking for them. If you send out a coupon every Wednesday, if your customers send out a coupon every Wednesday, their customers will start looking for that coupon every Wednesday because they know that they can go use that coupon on Thursday or whatever the situation is. They start expecting that. It's a relationship now, you know. As soon as the customers don't get that weekly coupon, the first thing they're going to be asking when they walk in the door is, "Hey, what happened to the coupons you guys were sending out? You got so much business now, you don't want to give out coupons?" Don't think of coupons less as discounting, but more of a piece of content with an offer appended. You see, if you start looking at a coupon, or your clients start looking at a coupon, this is where you really have to educate them. If they start looking at that coupon as the 10 cents off, and they start running, well, what if we have 1,000 customers at 10 cents, that's $100. Oh, we're going to lose money. If they start looking at it like that, you're never going to get them in the coupon business. And they're not going to be around very long. It's just the way it is. Consumers more likely to search for coupons on their mobile devices while in physical stores include 46% of 18 to 34-year-olds versus 30% of those who are 35 plus. 46% of parents versus 31% of non-parents. 42% who are located in the southern states versus 34% in other regions. This gives you a demographic outlook, just these stats alone, of what businesses to target and how to target them. Okay? If 46% of 18 to 34-year-olds are looking for coupons, then what are the 18 to 34-year-olds buying? Maurice jeans, you know, Nike tennis shoes, the things of today. Those that are 35 plus, they're a little more old-fashioned. Okay? So items that are on sale, that's exactly right, Tom. 18 to 34-year-olds don't have no money. All right? So parents versus non-parents. Why parents? Parents are looking to save money. They're looking for things that are on sale. I don't know why the bottom one is. I know one thing. We are a part of the 42% because my wife uses a coupon for everything out there. We shop on coupons. But this mobile shopping survey was conducted by the Omnibus Company between April 12th and April 17th of 2013 among 1,067 U.S. residents at ages 18 and over. So this is a very fresh, very new, very right now survey. Those more likely to buy something, I'm telling you, if this doesn't make you go out and sell coupons tomorrow, I could train the rest of my life and you'll never do it. Never. Those more likely to buy something if they received a coupon for a store on their mobile device while nearby include 63% of 18 to 34-year-olds versus 43% of those who are 35 plus, 64% of parents versus 44% of non-parents, 56% who are located in the southern states versus 49% of the consumers in the other regions. Now, I know there's a little bit of disparity in the percentages there. But let me tell you something. That is a huge market. All of it together. And with QR code marketing, and I've told y'all a million times about the mall I go to in Terrell. We drive 120 miles to save $5. Okay, and it cost me $50 in fuel. But because of what I scan on with the QR codes at that place, and I get the coupons in my email and my text messaging every single week. Okay. If that doesn't entice you and get your clients to get on couponing and show them how to use that marketing platform to push those sales out there to these people, nothing ever will. Nothing. Those are powerful, powerful, powerful numbers. Now I want to talk real quick, and let me pull this over. I actually put this company together, gosh, it's been a while, okay? And we started getting really busy, and I stopped. But trust me, it's still in the back of my mind, and we are going to get it launched this fall. And I want to tell you how it works. This is no different than any other coupon. Can everybody see that on the screen there? This is no different than any other directory that you put together. Okay, just like I taught you last week with the schematic, and I'll show you that again. You have to put it together. But this is what this is. You're not going to sell this app to a client. This is a separate business for you. This is a business that you can absolutely start tomorrow. It's a coupon directory. All right? And what you do is you build your coupon directory, and you can see this is for Texas, and then I'm going to break it down into counties, and I'm going to break it down into cities, just like any other directory. But the only thing you're selling is coupons. You're going to sell them a coupon. You're going to put the coupon underneath their category. If it's beauty salons, you're going to have a beauty salon category that puts the coupons underneath there. If it's restaurants, you're going to put the restaurant coupons. If it's car washes, you're going to put the car wash coupons. Either coupons and or loyalty rewards. I recommend you selling them both. Okay? No different than the directory. But here's the power. And this goes back to David Olson. Let me go back here real quick. Right to there. Let it come up. David Olson is set up here, okay? And David Olson has an iPad or a phone of some kind that's connected so that people can sign up for what? The coupon program. If you walk into a business, into an area, and this was Farmingville Hills, whatever state, okay? Farmingville Hills, whatever state, all right? And you're set up, and all you're doing is collecting data that you're going to market your couponing program to. Does everybody follow me? I don't want to lose anybody. This is very important that you understand the structuring of this and how it's laid out and what you're doing. This is your app, okay? You own your coupon app. Mine happens to be Mobile Magic Coupon. And that's, I own that. I own the domain names and the whole 9 yards, okay? So you're building an app yourself. It is your directory. What you're going to do is you're going to collect names in many different ways. You can put ads in newspapers. Booths are great at fairs or events because you can get hundreds, literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that sign up. Remember what I was talking about data gathering a while ago? That's what you're doing. You're building a customer base to send out your directory to once a week, twice a week, however often you're going to send it out. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can work with your clients and you can set them up, and you want to control this because this is where the money comes in. How often do you want your coupon to go out? Once a week. okay, then it's X amount of dollars. XYZ. You got to figure out what your costs are. You got to figure out what your texting are. The fella I was telling you about in Canada, he has over 100,000 subscribers in one city to his coupon program. Now let me tell you something. In text message money alone, he's making a fortune. But he also sells the couponing, okay? And we have couponing and loyalty rewards. So what you do is you put together your directory and you start building your database. Now what you're selling to your clients is what? What are you selling to your clients? Anybody? That's a question. In this whole process, what are you selling to your clients? Thank you. Very good. Access to your database. You want to give people access to the database. And what you're going to do is you're going to control that. You're going to send those messages out. You're going to collect that data, and you're going to charge XYZ for every coupon that's in there. That's all you're selling. Now, what you can do, see, at the back end of that, and I've talked about this a lot, is start building them an app. Okay, building them an app and building up their business in the app with your apps. You're just another tool to sell them. But this is couponing only. I'm not talking about going out selling them anything except a coupon. And you can put as much custom content, you can build as many buttons as you want. You want to break it down. You want to break it down into categories. You want to break it into niches. You want to break it down into cities. You want to break it down into counties. You want to break it down into states. And for every city, you want to have a couponing book. How many of you have bought those little coupon books that come out? Usually the schools sell them, and the YMCA sells them. Everybody and their brother sells them. Now, I want you to keep that in your mind because everybody's saying yes. That's the concept I'm talking about here. This is that little coupon book inside of a mobile app. Now, think about what I'm fixing to say. And this just hit me while I was talking about that. Say you go out and you partner up with some nonprofits, because that's exactly what these guys do that do those books. Trust me, they're making money, a ton of money, or they wouldn't be doing it. You could do the same thing. You could put the same concept together. So what I'm trying to do is put ideas in your head of how to structure this. But mobile couponing apps, I'm telling you, will be huge. They're coming. You already saw the statistics. The statistics don't lie. Now, what you have to teach people to do, first off, you're going to do the push notifications. You're going to send those out every week, okay? And you can set it up to where, let's say, Jane's Daycare does a special once a month, and she wants to send out her own special. You're going to charge for that. And if it's a database of 100,000 in your area and she wants to reach out to all 100,000 of them, or if you have keywords, okay, because not everybody needs a daycare, right? Only people that, the parents that are looking for a daycare. And that's probably in that 20 to 30 range, okay, that's looking for daycare. So set up a keyword for that. What keywords do you want to sign up for? Okay, you want to sign up for the daycare, you want to sign up for the restaurants. See, now you're building many separate databases that you can literally target market. And this couponing app can be absolutely huge. Okay, does everybody follow me? Did I lose anybody at all? If you've got a question on it, ask me now while it's fresh on my mind. Because it's been months since I talked about this, but David's thing really brought it back up in my mind. And David, this goes back to, what do you do with all those people coming up to the table? Collect their data, then go sell it. You have to have your app set up. Be good to have an iPad there with some connectivity to it, you know, some DSL or some internet or whatever. Comes on an iPad. Yep, set up different keywords. And you're right there. I mean, you're really the one that's signing them up. You're right there at your booth. You're right there at your table. Or you put a big billboard out on the, I've got a picture somewhere that this guy uses up in Canada. It's a big billboard that he puts in the back of his truck. I showed it a long time ago. And it's got the keyword on it. Text keyword this for the mobile coupon guide. And it goes to the general guide itself. Okay? And it goes back to this right here. All right? You got to sit down and figure out what your main app is, then your categories, okay? And it's broke down the exact same way. It's the same schematic. That doesn't change. And you got to know where each app goes to and what categories and what niches. And you're probably talking 100 apps or so. How much, the question is how much do you charge to be in the coupon app? It's all going to depend on your database. You know, and the key is you really need to get that. If you're in a city, if you go to a city, for example, my little town grows to about 20,000 during college time. So that's a very powerful period during college time, okay? And it gets back down to about 4,000 people when it's not college. So it all depends on the circumstances. The biggest thing you've got to look at is the charge for your marketing platform and your time, and how long it takes you to build the coupon. And it doesn't have to be a scratch-off coupon. We already know, okay, this is no secret. I mean, it's no secret. On some phones, on your less expensive phones, because of the operating systems and the browsers, because not every phone is alike, not every phone in every company is alike, sometimes there could be a delay with the scratch-off. And if that's the case, then they're not going to get the full value of the coupon. There's nothing wrong with just putting a coupon on there that shows what the thing is. I bought a program, gosh, man, it's been a long time ago. It's called EVCC or something like that. It's a coupon builder. It builds them and spits them out fast as I can do it. And I think I paid $9 for it in a WSO or something. As a matter of fact, I bought it for this thing right here. So you don't have to use the scratch-off coupons. You can still go in there and you can put two of the same coupons on top of each other. You don't have to put, you know, anything below it from the scratch off. Put this coupon on top of each other, and or just put the full offer on top of the coupon and don't tell them to scratch it off. Does everybody follow me on that? You don't have to have a scratch off to have a coupon. The scratch off is kind of a wow factor, and it is cool. I mean, I've closed businesses because of the scratch off. Okay, any questions at all on the mobile coupon business at all? Yeah, that's right. Scratch off is a vanity thing. You know, personally, it's cool, but really the newness kind of wore off for me. I like the coupons. I like the little coupons that just spit out there, and there they are. It's got the price on it. But that's me. I mean, some people like the scratch off. The scratch off is a vanity thing, though. That's exactly right. Any questions at all? Anybody? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Can you get a link to that tool? Let me see. Hang on just one second. Give me one moment here. Oops. Hang on just one sec. I've got it here somewhere. Let me see what it's called. I'll be more than happy to. I'll even show you what it looks like. It's really cool. If I can get it to come up. Okay, it's called the Easy Viral Coupon Creator. All right. Just go in and whatever. And it comes up, and literally, man, you can put your information in here and build your QR code, generate QR code, and puts my little QR code there. And it's got all kind of coupons you can create. I can select the style. It's pretty cool. The price per coupon is going to vary depending on how often they want their coupons sent out, how many groups they want it sent out to. The price on the coupon is based on the amount of data users they want to market to. If you're paying, a penny and a half, by the time you design it, you want your monthly fee. I would charge no less a monthly fee. Now this is just to have the coupon in there. This isn't marketing the coupon. No less than about $29 to $39 a month. Just to have the coupon in there. The setup, I'm telling you, it's going to take you time because you've got to build these coupons. Okay? And you go in here and if I want the coupon right here, I go in and I can put the URL to their QR code. And I can select an image to put in there or whatever I want to do. And this little thing builds them for you. I can put information in here, description, footer. I can move it around. I can do all kinds of stuff with it. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Do you sell the business, the coupon, and the directory at the same? The directory is the coupon delivery. Oh, I'm sorry. The coupon is the directory delivery system. I mean, the directory is the coupon delivery system. That is the package. Okay, that coupon is going to be inside of the inside the app. All right. Like Texas and I don't have this completely broke down. I just wanted to give you an example here. This is Mobile Magic Coupon is the company I started and had and designed the logos and everything. And but like this is a scratch off coupon. Kind of like Will said, kind of the vanity thing. But there's a scratch off coupon. But you can also do these easy viral coupon creator. Yeah, if you'll do and that guy does updates on it all the time, and it's not expensive. I mean, I paid hardly nothing for that. Next question on the coupons. Okay, if there's no questions, I'm going to move on, and I know everybody's going to email me after it's over and say, hey, Gary, could you show me that coupon thing again? Let's go right back into the PowerPoint presentation. Now, this is important for you to know, okay? And I'm going to cover this again because I think some people kind of got, I'm not seeing your screen, I'm seeing your laptop screen. Can you see it now? Can everybody see it? It says push notification, Carrie Miller on it. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody's saying yes. I'm not sure why yours isn't changing them, Bill, William. Okay, it looks like everybody can see it with the exception of a couple of people, and I'm not sure why your screen's not refreshing. But push notifications, and let's talk about this. Okay, I talked about this last week, and I'm going to close with this. I'm not going to spend as much time on it as I did last week. Push notification is not some fancy hot dog item out there that entails a whole bunch of special programming, and you've got to have a native app to do it, and the whole 9 yards. Okay, push notification has been around since the inception of the internet, and it was called email. The only thing a push notification is when something notifies someone else that an event's going to happen. Now, the term push notification came out when apps came about. And what a push notification is when it comes to an app is the fact that when something is happening inside that app and you want someone to go to that app and you want them to access that app or access what's happening within that app, you send out what's called a push notification. In our system, our push notification system, okay, your marketing platform, and I think this is where I confused people last week, our push notification system is the marketing platform, okay? The marketing platform is what controls your push notifications, because your push notification is the fact that you're telling someone that an event has just happened. Click here and open the app and see what's going on, okay? The ultimate push notification is your email system, your SMS system, your Facebook, and your Twitter post. Now, we've set that up now where it's automatic. You can set your push notifications up just like anybody else. When an event takes place, okay, and believe it or not, and this is what I think confuses people. They say, well, the app does it by itself. No, that's not what happens. Even in a native app, someone has to physically go into that system, okay, their system, and type in what's fixing to happen in that app. And I'll give you a prime example. If I use what's called Storm apps, okay, and they are native apps, okay, and they work on my iPad, and every time a storm comes through, if a notification from NOAA, okay, the National Weather Service, comes through that app, it triggers that app, and it automatically puts the information in there from NOAA and sends me the information that a storm just happened or hail just happened. So someone physically put that information in somewhere, and it triggered the automated system to send that out that this just happened, okay? I can go click on that, and it takes me right into the app, and it shows me a pinpoint on a map where the hail just fell or the high winds were. Our system does the exact same thing, and with the advent of the automated system now, you can set up your push notifications weeks, months, days, years in advance. And all you have to do is make sure that whatever you're pushing out there has been set up inside the app. So the push notification is nothing but your marketing platform. The push is the fact that you're sending out data via email, text, Twitter, and Facebook that an event just occurred within your app. And the events being, in this case, let's talk about couponing, okay, the magic coupon, the couponing directory. An event just occurred. That means that a sale just went on somewhere and someone wants that event to go out. Now, the great thing about the automated system is you can set that stuff up to do that automatically, okay? The technology that Mark developed up and put into that auto system is phenomenal, and it works very well. I've been running it on my test now since it started, actually a week before it started, and it has not failed every single day about 3 or 4 o'clock. Matter of fact, some of you post on there and say you like it when it comes out, that the test hits my system. It hits my Facebook, it hits my Twitter, it hits my email, and it hits my SMS every single day. And I set it up that way so I could test the system. So it works very, very well. All you're doing is setting up an in-app messaging system, and I'm not going to go into in-app messaging. We talked about it in length. George, I promise you I'm going to get that video done with what happened over the weekend. It has me real behind. I'm going to do a 10-minute video on setting up an in-app messaging system. But once again, all that is your marketing platform. Okay, you're doing all that in your marketing platform. Push notifications are great because you can reach users even if they're not actively using the app. Okay, now this is what I don't like about native app push notifications. I can go in and turn off every notification on every app that I have. Secondly, and I was talking about this before the start of the training, and we had lengthy conversation in the group this week about native apps versus mobile apps. In a native app, I can go in and I can turn off all those push notifications, and I'll never get notified. Okay? Not only that, a native app's shelf life in a phone is 3 to 7 days. That's the national average, okay, 3 to 7 days. Does anybody know why someone would download a native app and then take it off their phone? Does anybody know the reason for that? Exactly. It uses up too many resources, okay? A native app is a full program being downloaded on your phone. Now, most people, they don't buy, when they buy the phone, they don't buy the big granddaddy that's got all the storage space and all that. So what starts happening is they start downloading all these apps and they find out, oh my gosh, I don't have any storage space on my phone. And they usually find that out because of why? What is the number one thing people do with a phone today other than talk and text? Matter of fact, some phone right now, they built pictures, absolutely. There's a phone out right now, and their advertisement blows my mind. They talk about how they built the phone around the picture system. It's a yellow phone, and they got some girl taking pictures at a concert. You know, I don't want a phone that's a camera. Even though the phones have great cameras in them, I want a phone that I can talk on and work on. I don't want a camera first and then a phone. But that's what people use phones for today, is taking pictures. That's the number one thing they're using them for, is taking pictures, okay, and texting. And I believe that taking pictures is taking over texting. So what happens is they go in there and they start taking all these pictures, and they get an alert. And what does the alert say? You have no more storage space. As soon as they have no more storage space, what's the first thing that's going to go? The apps. That's the first thing you're going to take off. The great thing about mobile apps is they take zero space on the phone. All it is an icon with a URL attached to it. So that app is more likely to stay on that phone than a native app because it's not taking up space. Because trust me, when you go into your phone and you start removing apps, the first thing you look for is how many megabytes that app is taking up. And when they come to the mobile coupon app and they see that it's only taking up 2 kilobytes and everything else is taking up 57 megabytes, guess whose app is going to stay? Mine. Because it's not taking up any space. It's not taking up their picture space. So that's the big difference between a native app and the, other than price. Somebody asked me a while ago, said, what's the big difference between a native app and a mobile app? About $10,000. Okay, that's really the big difference, other than the fact that it doesn't stay on a phone very long because it takes up too much space. So you have the capability for push notifications. You've had the capability for push notifications since the inception of Instant App Wizard. Since the day you became a reseller with Instant App Wizard, you've had that technology at your fingertips. You have to go out and sell it that way. You have to let people know at the touch of a button you're going to be able to do in-app messaging where it keeps them inside the app. With that said, I want to cover one more thing before I close. The biggest question I get here recently, and it's not just from 1 or 2 people, it's from a lot of people, is about putting the URL of their mobile site inside the app. This is my opinion and my opinion only, okay? I wouldn't do it. I would never do it. I do not want to take them out of my app into something that someone can't see. The number one thing we teach people is people cannot read their website if it's not mobile ready. So to take them from an app that's actually generating business for them, that they can actually read, that they can actually use, to take them out of that into a website, to me, is insane. I would never do it. I would never put that URL in there. I wouldn't show people that. I would discourage it from the time that they ask till the time that they wrote me the check. And you need to explain to them that the whole purpose of taking them from a website to a mobile optimized site is the fact that what? The majority of people will not stay in a non-mobile optimized site. They won't. That's the reason the mobile industry has exploded, because it allows people the opportunity to get into the site and see what they're looking for, the click to calls, the directions, share it with the Facebook, the About Us information, and so forth. So if you're a big proponent of the URL in the app, I'm not stepping on your toes. You're welcome to do it all you want. That's just my personal and professional opinion, that I would never, ever, ever take a client of mine from a mobile optimized site to a website that someone's going to completely bug out on, not use, and I'm going to lose them to somebody else. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope it does. Like I say, you do what you want. You're welcome to put that URL in there all you want. I would never do it. And the reason I'm saying that on the call is because I get asked that a lot. And so I thought, well, I'll just put it out there, you know. That's just Kerry being real again. But any questions before we close? I'm not sure what time it is. I don't know what I did with my phone. But any questions before we shut it down at all? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Anybody? Did everybody learn something tonight? How many of you are going to go out and start working on a mobile coupon directory now? Great, great. The additional program that costs $90 or something like that. What now? I don't have a clue what you're talking about, Corinne. Okay. Hey, just email Robert. I'm not sure what there's two things I don't deal with. I don't deal with customer service much, and I don't deal with the finance. That's right. Always be closing, baby. All right, guys. Hey, thank you very much, man. That's right. I want to keep us out of the box. There's one thing I want to do for all of us. I want to keep us so far out of the box, man, that we stay so far ahead of everybody else in this world that they're always trying to catch up. And I want to read this statement one more time. I've got to find out whose website I saw this on or whose Facebook page. Never, ever forget this. The bigger the dream, the harder the grind. Never, ever, ever forget that. I found an app made with Instant App Wizard that a title on a tab was in a script form that was moving across the tab. George, hey, put that in. If you'll put that in the Facebook group, they will. They'll show you how to do that. There's a couple of scripts they've posted a couple of times in the Facebook group, and they're pretty cool. George has one that bounces, and I think that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I love that quote too, Tom. Love it too. All right, folks, God bless. Good night, and I will see you back in the group. Have a good night, everybody.